Chip Foose once moved millions of viewers to tears. What few people ever considered is that behind all those flawless cars, those smiles and tears, was someone who never had the chance to repair himself. When the cameras stopped rolling and the engines fell silent, he withdrew without any explanation, without scandal, without collapse, leaving only quiet traces behind. Oh, just a lot of people in a lot of cool cars here. It was really great to come to SEMA. Chip Foose was born on October 13, 1963 in Santa Barbara, California. His father, Sam Foose, was a well-known custom car builder who carried out numerous fabrication projects for the film industry and technical equipment for government agencies. His family operated a workshop called Project Design, specializing in handcrafted vehicles made to order. From early childhood, Chip regularly accompanied his father to the workshop every weekend, becoming familiar with painting, repairs, and frame design. And on the weekends, my dad would take me to the shop, and I would watch my dad and the crew build these really cool customs. At the age of 7, Chip was assigned basic tasks at the shop and began receiving wages 17 cents per hour. By the age of 12, he had completed his first paint job on a Porsche 356. His technical skills were recognized within the family setting, even though he had not still received any formal training at that time. The name Chip originated from the nickname Chipper given by his mother, reflecting his agility and diligence in work from an early age. Chip came from a family of 4 siblings. His youngest sister, Amy Foose, was diagnosed with progeria, a rare genetic disorder that causes accelerated aging and typically results in death during adolescence. Amy passed away at the age of 16. Chip rarely spoke publicly about this event, but many sources confirmed that he had been a long-term private donor to the Progeria Research Foundation, an international non-profit organization dedicated to supporting patients affected by the condition. Some of his later sketches and vehicle designs were believed to carry commemorative elements, reflecting a personal connection to this loss. In 1982, after completing high school, Chip enrolled in the Transportation Design program at Art Center College of Design, one of the world's leading institutions in industrial design. This decision came following a meeting with Alex Tremulous, a veteran designer who had worked for Tucker. Due to financial constraints, he was forced to drop out after 2 years of study. During that time, Chip shifted to working at Clean Coach Works, a company known for producing vintage-style vehicles, where he served in both design and technical support roles. The period after leaving school showed no significant professional advancement. Chip sustained himself by taking freelance illustration jobs for automotive magazines, assisting at his father's project design shop, and accepting a few small-scale restoration commissions. No major car manufacturer offered him an official contract at the time, nor did he participate in any long-term projects that could provide financial stability. The combination of an incomplete education and unstable income led to a prolonged period of career uncertainty. His girlfriend at the time, Lynn, played a crucial role in redirecting his path. With her financial support and encouragement, Chip re-enrolled at Art Center College of Design and completed the program, graduating with honors in 1990. This degree qualified him to access professional opportunities in the field and marked the beginning of a new phase in his automotive design career. From a child raised in a car workshop, Chip Foose stepped into the professional world carrying unresolved loss and a determination that did not allow for failure. But just as the first door of his career opened, what he had not anticipated did not stem from the work itself. The shadow of a mentor. After graduating in 1990, Chip Foose began working part-time with 2 organizations, Sternberger Design and Hot Rods by Boyd, a custom car workshop operated by Boyd Coddington. Not long after, he officially joined Hot Rods by Boyd full-time and quickly held key positions within the design department. Starting in 1993, Chip was appointed as design director and later became the company's president. During this period, he led the development of several iconic car models, including the Boydster, Boydster 2, Roadster, and Sportstar. His designs, although not always credited under his name, had a clear influence on the design language of the entire brand. The aesthetic style became known as the Boyd look, a term associated with simplified proportions and modern materials. In 1997, Foose was honored at the Hot Rod Hall of Fame during the SEMA exhibition, becoming the youngest person ever to receive this award. At the same time, Hot Rods by Boyd began facing financial difficulties. Major commercial contracts were not renewed, revenue declined, and employee payroll became increasingly inconsistent. 1 year later, the company officially filed for bankruptcy. Multiple sources confirmed that Chip Foose had not received his salary for several weeks prior to the bankruptcy. At that time, his wife Lynn was pregnant. The family's bank account had only $700 remaining, and mortgage payments were approaching their due date. With no viable internal recovery plan, Chip decided to leave the company and established Foose Design, a private automotive workshop located in Huntington Beach. Several key technical personnel who had previously worked at Hot Rods by Boyd, including Mike and Charlie, also moved to Foose Design shortly after the former company ceased operations. This development led to tension between Chip and Boyd. Although neither party made any public statements of confrontation, Boyd Coddington was reportedly displeased with the departure of long-standing team members during a time of financial hardship, particularly as they joined a newly founded organization. When asked, Foose simply confirmed that since 1998, he and Boyd had almost no further communication. There was no officially acknowledged attempt at reconciliation. Both sides avoided mentioning each other in the media for nearly a decade afterward. In a Reddit AMA session, Chip stated that the tension was one-sided and that he maintained professional respect for Boyd. Nonetheless, professionals within the industry and automotive media frequently regarded their separation as a symbolic fracture in the American custom car world. Boyd Coddington passed away in 2008 due to post-surgical complications. Chip Foose made no public comment regarding his passing, nor was it confirmed whether he attended the funeral or sent condolences. The distance between the two, which had never been resolved, came to a close in silence. Much like how it had quietly persisted throughout a significant era of the custom car industry, Foose Design later developed steadily and achieved numerous accomplishments in the high-end custom car scene. Nonetheless, the company's origin remained closely associated with the breakdown at Hot Rods by Boyd, a place that had once helped Chip establish his technical foundation and build his initial reputation. Neither side ever publicly acknowledged responsibility for the fallout, nor was there ever any explanation given for a mentor-student relationship that ended in silence. Breaking away from his mentor and rebuilding from scratch, Chip Foose reclaimed his place through his own skill and reputation. But just when everything seemed to be back on track, a different journey began. The cost of spotlight. After Foose Design officially began operations, Chip Foose quickly became a familiar name in the custom car community thanks to a series of award-winning designs showcased at major exhibitions. Still, it was not until 2004 that his name reached a broad public audience when he joined the reality TV show Overhaul broadcast on the TLC network. The show featured a format in which a car would be fully restored within 7 days. While the vehicle's owner remained completely unaware, the production team worked with friends or family members to maintain the surprise. While the entire restoration process took place under limited time and constant filming pressure, Chip Foose was the central figure responsible for design, supervision, and direction throughout the entire process. Between 2004 and 2008, Overhaul aired 5 consecutive seasons. Each season lasted several months and required the production of dozens of episodes with no break in the workload. In Season 3 alone, the team completed 29 vehicle projects in just 9 months. According to Foose in a 2024 interview, he once stayed awake for 6 consecutive days to finish a project on schedule. In another stretch, he lost 27 kilograms in 6 weeks due to relentless work and an inability to regulate his daily routine. Participating in every stage from design and technical review to on-camera appearances left him unable to delegate tasks to his team as intended. Working without structured rest periods over several years led to signs of exhaustion, both physically and mentally. According to team members, Chip was often present at the workshop from early morning until late at night, remaining on site throughout the filming periods. Irregular meals and chronic sleep deprivation caused a noticeable decline in his health starting from the 2nd season. Overhaul paused its broadcast after the 5th season in 2008. There was no official announcement regarding the reason, but according to crew members, the entire team was experiencing prolonged fatigue. After a 3-year break, the show was revived in 2012 on the Velocity channel, keeping the original format. Chip Foose continued in the lead role. Although the shooting schedule was somewhat eased, the production pressure remained essentially unchanged. Each car still had to be completed within a week with the same expectation for quality and emotional impact. In 2015, the program stopped for a second time. Later in 2019, Overhaul returned one final time via the Motor Trend platform. This phase saw some redistribution of responsibilities. Chip still oversaw design and supervision, but no longer participated fully in post-production, promotions, or the delivery of vehicles. Instead, much of the on-site work was handled by technical associates. In total, across 3 broadcast periods from 2004 to 2020, Chip Foose participated in nearly 170 restoration projects. Most of them were carried out under intense pressure, limited time, and strict expectations from a national television audience. Beyond the non-stop workload, he had to maintain his public image, covering both design performance and the ability to generate emotional moments on screen. The pressure of maintaining a public persona became another burden. As the person featured in every episode, Chip had no opportunity to temporarily step back. Every word, expression, and gesture was recorded and broadcast nationwide. Any change in appearance, tone of voice, or emotional state was subject to analysis by both viewers and the media. The show's structure also required every episode to reach a climax. The vehicle handoff scene served as the emotional centerpiece, demanding strong reactions from the recipient, typically someone who had experienced hardship, illness, or personal loss. Chip Foose was not only responsible for designing the car, but also for creating the emotional moment during delivery. Repeating this process across more than 150 episodes gradually diminished his ability to generate genuine emotional responses, as he shared in a 2024 podcast. Beyond emotional and health issues, the filming schedule directly affected his personal life, family events, community activities, and even business operations at Foose Design were postponed to accommodate production timelines. Chip could not fully participate in his children's activities, went without a proper summer vacation for years, and declined numerous external partnership offers, exhausted by the relentless cycle of television production. Chip Foose seemed to have endured the most demanding chapter. But just as everything began to quiet down, an unexpected crisis emerged. Other scandals by another name. In 2005, Chip Foose entered into a partnership with Unique Performance, a Texas-based company, to launch a limited series of customized vehicles based on classic muscle car platforms. The project was widely promoted with Chip as the lead designer. While Unique Performance was responsible for production and direct delivery to customers starting in mid-2006, numerous complaints were submitted to authorities regarding delays in delivery, substandard vehicle quality, and non-transparent contracts. By the end of 2007, the Texas state government launched a criminal investigation into Unique Performance. The company was accused of using recycled components with unverified origins, collecting deposits without completing deliveries, and engaging in questionable practices. Operations were suspended, assets were seized, and dozens of civil and criminal lawsuits were filed. Chip Foose held no executive role and did not participate in production management. Nonetheless, since his personal brand was used in marketing the product, many customers and media outlets demanded he bear shared responsibility. In several lawsuits, his name was listed among those summoned as a witness or person of interest. The phrase moral co-responsibility began appearing in regional publications and automotive industry forums. Foose did not make any public statements during the course of the incident. His representatives only confirmed that he had terminated his involvement with Unique Performance once procedural violations became apparent. All legal expenses incurred in dissociating his name from the controversy were paid by Foose himself. A significant portion of his income from overhauling during that time was used to manage the legal aftermath while personal commercial activities were suspended. This was the first time in his career that Chip Fouse's public image was placed under scrutiny. Until then, he had been regarded as a figure free of scandal. Admired for his humility and technical expertise, the incident led many business partners to suspend collaborations, and several sponsors requested a review of brand agreements. Certain exhibitions that had listed him as a guest canceled events at the last minute to avoid public backlash. There was no legal conclusion that indicated direct wrongdoing by Foose. Even so, the prolonged media exposure placed his name alongside a major scandal that he had no control over. In later interviews, he simply emphasized, "Not everything that bears my name is something I control, but I am still the one who has to bear the consequences." Alongside this shift came a wave of rumors about his private life. Some entertainment outlets published unverified information about the marital status between Chip and his wife Lynn Fouse. Some claimed the couple had separated, although event photos still showed them appearing together. The absence of an official response only deepened speculation among the public. The pressure from media coverage had immeasurable consequences beyond financial costs. Foose began limiting his interactions with fans and the press. His social media accounts were deactivated and new posts became virtually non-existent. Many interview requests from journalists were declined without explanation. At events where he appeared, filming was restricted and interviews were not permitted. Across professional forums, Chip Fouse's image became increasingly polarized. One group continued to praise him as a pioneer and victim of a commercialized industry, while another questioned the ethical standards of a designer who allowed his personal brand to be attached to a project lacking quality control. Neither side offered definitive conclusions, but it was he, the one who remained silent, who absorbed the full weight of public reaction. After enduring prolonged controversy and reputational damage, Chip Fouse gradually withdrew from the public eye. He was not forced into silence, nor did he announce a departure. He simply disappeared from the space that once made him an icon, an exit without a response. Since Overhaul aired its final episode in 2020, Chip Fouse has not appeared in any other television programs. All new proposals involving reality formats, digital media, or memoir projects were declined. He offered no specific reason, nor did he deliver any public farewell. Fouse Design remains operational but has shifted to a limited model. Projects are executed based on individual commissions without promotion or wide-scale announcements. Staffing is kept to a minimum with no open recruitment and no acceptance of large-scale contracts. Every product is personally overseen by Foose, though no images or technical details are released to the public. Public appearances decreased significantly beginning in 2021. Chip Fouse has only attended a few mid-sized industry shows such as the Grand National Roadster Show or MotoX, mostly as a non-speaking guest. He no longer participates in panels, avoids mass autograph sessions, and declines photography requests from the press. In a rare interview with GV Wire, when asked about the possibility of returning to television, Chip Fouse replied briefly, "I don't think I need to repeat anything anymore." The response carried no evasion, but clearly conveyed a mindset no longer tied to public exposure. There are no plans to relaunch Overhaul, nor is there any successor project in development. On the official Foose Design website, the new section is nearly inactive. The displayed images are mostly archival material, excerpts from pre-2020 projects or behind-the-scenes content captured internally. The official YouTube channel has not posted a new video in 3 consecutive years. There have been no email marketing campaigns, press releases, or project updates between 2022 and 2025. His personal social media is no longer active. Verified Facebook and Instagram accounts have either had content removed or were set to private. No public posts, no explanations for his withdrawal, and no words of gratitude to fans after 2 decades of dedication. All communications are now handled by technical support or legal representatives. Family is the only space where Chip Fouse maintains full presence. He lives with his wife Lynn and their 2 children in California. Some private images from internal exhibitions or industry publications show that he continues to mentor his son in small-scale workshop projects. Nonetheless, there is no indication that any family members intend to inherit his television career or personal brand. Numerous invitations to write a memoir or publish a retrospective volume were submitted by major U.S. publishers, but none received a response. Some former collaborators confirmed that he also declined proposals to produce a documentary or a long-form podcast. All long-term media plans were permanently suspended after 2021. Even without appearing in public, Chip Fouse continues to be honored consistently in industry rankings for automotive design. Major accolades such as Builder of the Decade, SEMA Hall of Fame, and Good Guys Awards still include his name as an enduring symbol. Still, he does not attend awards ceremonies, submit acceptance remarks, or appoint representatives to accept on his behalf. His complete withdrawal and ongoing silence have led some to question his mental well-being. No official statements have been issued by family or associates. Personal content has virtually disappeared from any materials published after 2021. Former media contacts declined to comment on his departure or current condition. Some colleagues have confirmed that he still works regularly at the workshop, but only handles internal projects. No one is permitted to film, interview, or share information. All Foose design operations are now run privately with no regular commercial reports, no participation in public auctions, and no release of new product lines. Chip Foose left no farewell speech, nor did he select a final moment to exit the stage. He stepped away from the spotlight in a way no one had time to acknowledge, not out of failure, but because he had already given too much. If you ever paused for a car featured on Overhaul, leave a comment sharing what made it memorable to you. And if this story changed the way you think about fame, hit like, share, and subscribe because some people never ask to be remembered, but they deserve to be once more.